Hi, everyone. It's Val with Dragonfly Crystals with another Akashic Record Readings show with Jennie, Starfish Jennie. And also, I'll go straight down Viviane. Oh, I'm pointed the wrong way. Jennie's over here and Viviane.
Hi.
And Cheri, Trancing with Spirit. So I have also put their PayPal accounts as well as their email information, all the contact information you need to send them a PayPal donation, Jennie, Viviane, or Cheri, and book a reading with them. All the contact information is in the description below. So if you want to donate, just go below and check it out. So, oh gosh, hi everyone. And I just want to say hi to a few people. So Randy, hi, Teresa, Lalima, Paula, Carolyn. Hi Heather, Indigo Jaguar, Intuitive Arts, Debbie K, Leela. I'm just going to ask you to try and be specific with your questions so that we can really delve in deep and get you some answers. So we have to narrow it down because the records are a vast place. So with that also said, like and subscribe, go to everyone's channel. And on some, since, they don't have StreamYard, I think Viviane and Jennie will hopefully be able to post this later and you can go and like and subscribe maybe tomorrow. So do that and leave a comment because it really helps with the algorithms. So with that having been said, oh, hi, Jackie. We're going to say the prayer and we're going to take a deep breath in. So, oh, hi, Sally. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. So go ahead and put your questions in. I have you hypnicity. Thank you for that. And, be specific. So 3 deep breaths. Take a deep breath in. Hold it at the top for a few beats. And then exhale through your mouth. And another deep breath in. Holding at the top for a few beats. Exhaling through the mouth. And one more deep breath in. Holding at the top and slowly exhaling through the mouth. We are surrounded by the pure white light of divine source. We ask Archangel Michael to protect and guide us, and we call forth all of our angels, guides, beings of light, and Akashic Record Masters to assist us now to receive information of the highest truth, highest frequency of light and love, allowing us to receive exactly what we need for our greatest good and the greatest good of humanity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it. So the Akashic Records key, we say for the group, all of those who are watching now and all those who will watch in the next hour and on replay. So we open ourselves as a group to the light. And with this light, we open ourselves to our truth. And with this light, we open ourselves to our soul's purpose. And with this light, we open ourselves to be guided toward our highest good and the highest good of all in divine love. And so we as a group now and those in the future who watch this are given the truth to best serve us on our healing journey into the love and acceptance that is most beneficial for us in this moment. And with that, and with this light and guidance, we unlock the energy field of this group, all those who watch now and in the future, to receive the records of our souls. And so the records are now open for the group. And so we are moving to the first question, which is for Jennie. Hypnicity is asking, can any of you tell me my earliest near-death experience in this lifetime?
That's cool.
I'm getting water. So let me see what they say. I'm actually getting two things. So I don't know if it's both or if I'm wrong. I'm not sure. But one, in a bathtub when you were like really, really, really small. Whoever was giving you a bath looked away for a second or a minute, and then you slipped down. But that's when you were just a toddler baby. And then the next one I get was in a pool, or at first I got like a river lake. So I'm not sure if I'm just filtering that, but I think you almost drowned. No, I feel it stronger with the river lake, and but obviously you were saved. It wasn't your time, and you're supposed to be here with us now. And I don't know if you remember any of that. I would, I don't know. Oh my gosh. We're just glad you're here, and you have a lot of important things to do. And they are sending you lots and lots of love. And I kind of see you surrounded by white light. Like you're in the middle and you're just beaming out white light everywhere. So, yeah, that was true. But I wouldn't look back on them because that's bad memories. If you remember, it'll just be bad memories. But also, bringing it up, though, will also heal it. So, we can heal that memory, those memories.
Hypnicity is saying, I remember hearing stories about it, but no details.
No, I had some sessions with Mary from Rustic Raven, and I have no memory of this. She thought she was trying to go back into my past life, and she went into my mother's past life, and my mother murdered me in a river as a newborn because she had been raped, and it wasn't the thing. It was really bad for them. She didn't want anybody to know. And then in this lifetime, it came over. My mother looked at me, and not on the conscious level, but on the soul level, she remembered what she did.
She recognized it.
And we never, ever had a good relationship, ever.
Wow, that's pretty profound. And hypnicity is saying, my crown has been tingling.
So, yeah, and I still don't remember it, obviously, as a newborn, but it helped me understand why my mother didn't like me. She didn't like me from the very beginning. She didn't like me. So now I understand why, and that's helpful to me now.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you. That's kind of what it's all about.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You in this lifetime.
Thank you for sharing that. That's pretty profound. Thank you, Jennie, and thank you, Hypnicity. And so should we go? I'll just keep going around in the circle. So for Cheri, Lisa M is asking, was I ever an Indian, a Native American in a previous life.
Okay. Let's see. Yes. I see you on like the plains. The Dakotas. 1700s, maybe early 1800s. You were, I see you in you're looking out over kind of like the settlement, your late teens, and you're just kind of surveying the scene of your life. Like just taking it all in, not really doing anything except just taking in the scenery. I think it was before, it's almost like you're taking it in right before, because I think it was right before, the white man came in. It's almost like the last memory of the vestiges of the life you had is what you're remembering. So it's probably more in the 1800s. So, but yes, you did. And that's what it's telling me. I think you must have had, I get the feeling that, yeah, you had a life of being displaced.
Wow.
By white men. And you're looking back at when it was pure. I'm hearing the words when it was pure, when the land was free, when people were free.
Wow.
So yes.
Thank you, Cheri. That was profound. Thank you, Lisa, for that question. And going back, I missed this. Hypnicity said, "Oh my gosh, I walked into a pool with my doll carriage." So yeah, felt that. So thank you for sharing that, Hypnicity. I had missed that. So yeah. So next for Viviane, Carl is saying, "My late friend told me I was a warrior 800 years ago. I'd like to know if I was someone famous in any of my past lives, and will I be famous in the future?" And February 11th, 1971 birthday.
Okay. Hi, Carl. All right, let's see what I get for you. I get that yes to the being a warrior in the 1800s. Let me see if I get anything about being famous. No fame in a previous life. Sorry. I got that you're not going to be famous, but the masters are saying that's not really important. Don't focus on being famous. it's not important for you. So
Okay,
that's
thank
what I
you.
got. Thank you, Carl.
Thank you, Viviane. That was fantastic. Thank you, Carl, for that question. And for Jenny, we have Moira. Would love to know what guides can tell me about improving a creative block. Created a Lenormand deck, but feeling hesitant to put it out into the world. Or Lenormand, however you want to pronounce it.
I can't say it. So the healing at the end will help you with your creative block. Also, you can talk to the masters every morning and write down what they say. They're saying that you did that. You were given that information to share it with the world. That was what it was for. That's what it's for. So you just need to work on the confidence aspect. Is it? I'm getting something about the printing. If you haven't had it printed, I would have it printed. And if you have had it printed, then it should be put somewhere where people can access it, because it's going to help a lot of people. And that's what it's for. That's why you were given the information, because I don't know, that's part of your life plan. And it's going to be very successful and help a lot of people. They're thanking you for your effort and your work. They're proud of you. I kind of see them like all clapping their hands, like, well done. So you have to do whatever it takes to believe in yourself, because you have everything you need. And start to manifest. So imagine it's done. Imagine they're out there. Imagine people loving them and using them. Imagine people contacting you and interviewing you. Imagine all that as if it's already happened, in a very happy way, and how you're going to feel, how excited you're going to feel, how proud you're going to feel, how happy you'll be. And then that's the quickest way to having it happen. And they are very proud of you, and they're seriously standing there like clapping. And there's not just two of them; there's like a whole bunch of them up there.
That's beautiful.
So good job.
You can see that, yeah. They do that too.
And we would like to see those cards. How many cards do you think on YouTube would love to see those cards?
Absolutely. So, yeah, thank you so much, Jenny, and thank you, Moira, for that wonderful question. And for Cheri, we have Leela. Hi, which past life karma do I need to clear? Well, generally, Leela, those are the things that you are finding as obstacles or difficult things in this lifetime that you would be able to highlight for your Akashic Record Reader. But I'll let Cheri take a stab at it.
Okay, well, let's see what they have to say. They're saying you have to work on confidence. And trust. And trust starts with yourself. Believe in yourself. Trust yourself. When you can build your confidence, believe in yourself, and start trusting in yourself, things will start flowing for you better. And they're saying as you work on yourself and release those, try and become, they want you to become in tuned and talk to them and talk to spirit. And things will come up that need to be cleared. And if you're willing to do the work, as you clear things will come up and just automatically you'll be able to clear them. If you start meditating and connecting to your guides and working on it, and they're saying that if it's something that you truly want to achieve, that you'll be able to achieve it. And it just takes, just some time and some introspection and some shadow work on your part, and some meditation. And they're saying walking. I'm seeing you walk, doing some walking meditation, going out into nature, even just talking. Like I see you talking to trees. They're saying talk to spirit out in nature, and other ways, however you find it. And they are there for you anytime. They're supporting you. They will help you. All you have to do is ask, and they will be right there with you to help you work on everything that you need to clear to move up to the next level. And also, they're saying there's nothing. It's almost like these things too that you need to work on aren't these huge things. It's almost like you just need to tweak yourself a little bit. And that's about it. And if you can become more in tune with spirit and your guides and start and work with them, all this stuff will start to come really naturally for you, and it'll come up and you'll be able to clear it real well. But the most important thing is just to start to meditate. And they're saying that for you to walk in the woods and walk with nature is a good way that they feel right now for you to do that. So I hope that helped. Lila?
That was beautiful. Thank you, Cheri. Thank you, Lila, for that great question. And for Viviane, we have Gina Noland. I would love to know if my ADD is karmic and how to improve it.
Hi, Gina. Let's see what I get for you. I got it. Yes, for being something that you struggled with from a previous life and how to improve it. How to improve it, I got meditate if you can, spend time in nature, and focus on your breathing. If you focus on your breathing, it would help you improve. This is what I got for you, Gina.
Thank you. Thank you, Viviane. That was great. Thank you, Gina, for that question. And we have Gina M, who is asking for Jennie, rather. What life is influencing me in this lifetime in a way which does not allow for abundance.
Well, I got right away that this was your contract before you came to Earth this time, was that you wanted to understand what it felt like to not be completely abundant, because you, in many of your lives, you have been extremely abundant, wealthy, rich, lots of family, happiness. So let me see if I can get this particular lifetime. Well, I see you in a small house, and there's a fire going, and you're surrounded by your children, and it's warm, and you love to bake, you love to take care of them. You absolutely are like the best mother in the world, and they adore you, and you love that life. So I feel that it was in England. But let's see. So you had the contract. You wanted to come and feel like what it was like to be different, because we all want to experience different things. So, but you can actually break a contract. You can do that. It's free will. So I would write a letter to yourself or to the universe. I'm to get it to yourself and say, I want to break this contract that I made for this lifetime to not be abundant, because I want abundance, not just money, but including money and friends and beauty and art and nature and everything that comes along with that. Just write yourself a letter and say you want to break that contract, and it will work. I think that's what I got. So
I love that.
good luck with that.
I like that too.
Thank you, Jenny. That was phenomenal. Okay, so Gina, thank you. Gina M., thank you for your question. That was great. And so for Cheri, Lalim is asking, could I get a read on why I am seeing a similar pattern in relationships with me and around me? I don't know if that's what she means, but
Okay.
just a pattern.
Okay, let's see what we can get. Because you haven't learned the lesson that you came here to learn. And let me see if I can see more. I heard boundaries and discernment. You came down and you wanted to learn to have better boundaries, stronger boundaries, stand up for yourself, have better discernment, and not only the discernment, but acting on that. And to listen to yourself, listen to your gut and your intuition. You fall into the same patterns because you're not listening to yourself, they're saying. And that was one of the things that you wanted to learn in this life. So they're saying that you need to listen to yourself, trust your judgment.
Mm-hmm.
And you could break those anytime you want. And they're saying too, you have to start with love yourself. That's the most important thing. Love yourself, because that they're saying that from which that all the rest will flow. So they're saying love yourself. And to they want you to do some introspection in meditation, or however that is, however you need to do that. Just take, they're saying, just take a good, look and kind of see, what are these patterns, look into it, and, kind of like they're showing me the hangman too. So be the hangman, hang upside down, take that different perspective, look at it from different views, and all of a sudden you're going to see it. Things are going to start to, you're going to have some light bulbs go off in your head. But they're saying that's something that you came down to learn, that's in your life path. And so that's why you're having these reoccurrent problems in relationships or situations. So I hope that helps.
Thank you so much, Cheri. That was great. Well, Lena, thank you for your question. And I just wanted to put this up here for a minute. Gina M is saying exactly 100%. So she's saying, I might do, but I'm scared to break a contract. Jennie, do you have a comment about her fear about breaking a contract?
Don't be.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be afraid of. There's absolutely
I broke
nothing to
mine.
be afraid of.
Mm-hmm.
I would write it. I would also speak it, like write it down and then speak it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I mean, you can break contracts.
It's with yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
You were the one who made it up before you came in, and you can say, well, I changed my mind.
Like you said, I've had enough of this, learned what I needed to learn. I'm ready to move on. So let's just, exit that one and let's start a new one.
So it's your contract with yourself. So go ahead.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
It's not a contract with anybody else but yourself. And Valerie's right. Yes.
Yeah. So, so thank you for that. So Paula for Viviane would like to ask whether my ancestors from my previous life is around me, asking for forgiveness because they blamed me for something I didn't do consciously.
Hi, Paula. Let me see what the masters have to say about this. I get that they are around you, Paula, and but they are supportive of you, and I didn't get anything about asking for forgiveness. It's more of an understanding that it's more about you having an understanding about the past events that happened in the past. But it would be good for you to say the Ho'oponopono prayer to offer, send forgiveness to all your ancestors, all the people you met in your past lives. But I got a feeling that they are supportive of you and they're around you, and not to worry about the past in a negative way. So, but again, the Ho'oponopono prayer, it would be a beautiful gesture for you to do, to say. Well, that's what I got for you, Paula. I hope to help you.
Thank you.
Helps you.
Yeah, Viviane, that was beautiful. Thank you so much for that. And, it's so wonderful because you forgive yourself as you're saying that And so it seems to be something that's bothering you, Paula. So I love everything Viviane highlighted. Just beautiful information about that. Thank you so much, Viviane. So Wiki's asking for Jennie. Can you tell me if I have ever had a past life in Italy?
I'm getting yes. I'm just trying to figure out which life. I think you've had several lives in Italy. One, you were female, and you loved to cook and feed everybody. But there's another one. I think you were like a priest, and so to me it's almost the same. The priest is feeding his flock, and then you were as a woman and a mother, and you might have had a restaurant. And you were feeding people, but in both of those lives, you were giving people love, and they were both wonderful lives. And I think you lived on the water, at least in one of them, and kind of on the cliffs overlooking the water. So I can't really date it, but the priest one, I think it might have been like a long time ago when the priest would have worn like beautiful fabric, beautiful colors. What time would that be? I don't know. And everybody looked up to you. In both lives, everybody looked up to you. So, yeah, you were just spreading the love. So those were very happy. And if you haven't been to Italy, I highly suggest you go. Or maybe you have. And that's why you're asking the question. Maybe you feel at home there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'd like to know the answer. So, Wiki, can you, have you been to Italy?
See, she says something in the chat. Oh, yes, I did this year. Loved Florence.
Did you feel
an attachment, or she must have?
That really was happy when you were there, because like when you go somewhere where you had a happy life, you go, "Oh my God, I'm so happy! I'm so happy!
Yes,
I'm so happy!"
She probably felt that connection.
And so Florentines, they wore back in the day. They still do kind of beautiful fabrics and brocades. I saw you in color and brocade and velvets and thick silks with a big. But this was a man with a big hat.
Wow. She says she went to Rome and Venice, but I loved Florence. Well, Florence was known to be, unbelievably art-filled place. So those beautiful fabrics, beautiful paintings, very much in that vein. So, yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you, Jennie. That was wonderful. And thank you, Wiki, for that. And for Cheri, Barbara Nesper's asking, can you tell me why I have a fear of water and small boats?
Okay, let's see what we can get for you, Barbara. Well, as soon as that did pop up, I heard because you drowned in a past life.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can get some more for that. They're showing me a life of where you were out in this like rowboat, and you weren't doing what you were a boy, and you were being a typical boy, you know, goofing around and not listening, and you fell out. And I think you were on the boat by yourself because they're not showing me anybody else. So when you fell out, I want to say you hurt yourself falling out, which is why you drowned. Had you fallen out and not hurt yourself, you probably would have been okay. And you weren't that far from shore either. And I think you really weren't supposed to be there. You were like, you know, you were just being a normal kid. And you went out and yeah, you were standing up in this rowboat and you weren't supposed to. And I could see you, and I could see you very close to the shore. You had shorts on, short top on. It's 100 years ago-ish. And you're standing there and the boat's like rocking and you lose your balance and you just go over. But it was just an accident. That was all that they're showing you. But it was an accident. That's just plain, just a tragic accident. So.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Thank you for that, Cheri. Thank you, Barbara, for that question. So, joyful journey for Viviane. What do I need to know in this lifetime? So we'll say, you know, what is my life plan, or you know, what we'll look at it that way, because usually you're going to have lessons that oppose whatever it is you're coming in to do, because they teach you how to sharpen yourself up and get yourself ready to do your plan. So,
okay. Hi, joyful journey. Let's see what I can get. So, what would be your life plan? What do you need to know about your life plan? I got that you are on the right path. Let me see what else I can. What's going to tell me about your life plan? I got that you're mastering your lessons. You're on the right path. Continue to move forward. You're doing well. Yes, I hope that helps, joyful journey.
thank you very much, Viviane. That was beautiful. And thank you, Joyful Journey, for your question. And for Jenny, we have Carolyn Adams. What answer? Who was I in my most recent life?
Okay, it was in the United States. It was during the time of like great jazz just coming on the scene. You were a young guy. I don't know whether you were hanging out in the jazz clubs and listening. I kind of get that you were just hanging out and listening, but it was a very exciting time. And the music just filled your soul. It just filled you up. I don't think you were a musician, though. So you were like a young teen, like 14, and you would you didn't have to sneak in. I don't know how you got into those jazz clubs. So you must have known somebody. Yeah, sneaking in. And maybe you traveled with some musicians. And that's why you got him. So now I'm seeing like an old bus. And everybody's on the old rickety bus going from town to town to town, making great music. And honestly, that sounds like a great life to me. It really does. Being surrounded by all those people. And so I would assume that you really love great music now. So when would that be? The beginning of jazz. I don't know. I'm getting like 30s. You know, when
She was saying, was it World War I or so?
it was after that.
After that,
you very well might have been in World War I, but you were a part of the jazz community when jazz was just beginning in the United States.
Gave me the chills.
That's what I have to say. But yeah, you probably were in World War I too. I mean, you know, most of us have had thousands of lives.
Yeah.
But that was a really seriously good one. But I don't see you as an old person, but that's probably because I got the shot of like your happiest moments or something. I mean, I do think you grew up. I don't think that you died as a young person, but it was a very, very special time in this country, in music, in music in the world, and it was a very special time for you.
Oh, that was profound. Thank you.
Oh, I got the chills.
Yeah, I have the chills all over. I keep getting them. So I love that. Thank you so much, Jenny. And thank you, Carolyn, for that great question. And for sharing, we've got Jane Roberts, who's asking, what lessons for this lifetime do I still have to learn? And what is my goal? So that's your plan. What's your plan?
Okay, let's see. They said your goal is to live your life to its fullest. And that can take many directions. You have options. Let's see. I don't really think you have any real lessons left to be learned. I think you're more on a path of discovery and ascension. You're here now to help others. You have some little things that you're like learning and experiencing, but a lot of it is you're here to help progress the planet. You're here just to help spread the ascension and And by you living your life to the fullest and be the best you can be and be the happiest you can be and be the loving you can be, you're raising the vibration. And that's what you're here to do. You're here to raise the vibration. That's like your main purpose. And I see you laughing and enjoying life to its fullest. And in that way, you're raising your vibration in all those around you in wherever you go. And that's your main your path right now. I mean, what a cool path is that? You know, just
Sounds good to me.
yeah, sounds pretty good to me. Just live your life to the best you can.
Thank you so much, Cheri. And thank you for that great question, Jay Roberts. And I added 3 more on because we have a little bit of more time. We have Transcend, Micaiah, and Judy. So Transcend for Viviane, if it's not too late, Akashic Record Reading, like to know if I was a man in my immediate past life.
Okay, hi, Transcend. Let's see. I got a yes. I got a family man with 3 kids. Let's see what else. Then you had a long, happy life. Yeah, that's all I got. Sounds pretty good.
That sounds
Thank
beautiful.
you for your question.
Thank you, Viviane. That was wonderful. Transcend M, thank you for your question. And for Jenny, we have Micaiah Lewis, or she wrote her life's purpose, but rather she wants to know the purpose of the illness she has in this lifetime that comes from a past life.
The first thing I heard was to teach you empathy. But I'm sure you have empathy. So I don't really understand that answer, but that's the first thing I heard. You wanted to learn. You wanted to learn empathy. You chose that. But you've learned that now. Now I think it's about learning manifestation. I mean, we're all ascending. We can manifest much quicker. So imagine yourself whole, well, and doing what you, if you could do anything in the world, imagine that. And how you would feel. Let's see. I was feeling kind of like a little tug. What is that? Okay, so even if you're ill, in your mind, in your imagination, you could go anywhere in the world. You could go anywhere in the universes using your imagination. So part of it is to teach you how powerful you are in, mine's not the right word, as a soul, how powerful you are as a soul. So I'm not sure, but let's say that you're not going to heal. I mean, I think you can heal, but let's just say maybe not. Then you can go anywhere in the world. You can imagine yourself in France. You can imagine yourself skiing down a mountain slope. You can imagine yourself in South America. You can take yourself in your mind, in your imagination, anywhere you want to go. And it's also about learning how to accept help from other people. You wanted to learn how to accept help from other people, because in other lifetimes you were always doing the giving. I do think you can get well, though. So I think that's all I have. Did I answer the question?
I have myself muted.
Oh, what's the purpose?
My husband's cooking food in the microwave. Anyway, so yes, it did answer the question, Jenny. You did a beautiful job.
There are a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
A lot of reasons.
Yes, exactly, which it makes perfect sense. And it's probably Makia. That's probably how you pronounce it, right? Makia. So
Yeah.
thank you for your beautiful
A lot of
question.
us in this community have been very ill and suffered from Epstein-Barr, all kinds of things. But it teaches us how to help other people.
Yeah.
What am I trying to say?
It opens you up to your empathy and what you realize when you're on the other side of needing healing. You realize your heart opens up for other people who are suffering too, and you it's a metamorphosis through that, where you open your heart
There's a lot
to
of people in
others.
the community that are helping people on YouTube and via Zoom that can't leave their homes.
Yes.
Some of them can't leave their beds, but they can, be on a computer. So your life can be vibrant and vivacious and rewarding, even if you're still ill.
Right. Exactly. So that's pretty profound.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good thing. When you feel like you're crying and you're in the records, you're in the records.
Yeah.
That's the way I know I'm in the records.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Jenny, for that.
And keep reaching out to us. We have a lot of healers in this community too.
Yeah, we do. So thank you so much, Jenny, for that. And thank you, Makia, for your question. And we have Judy who's asking what would be a mediumship question. But instead, we're going to, since this is the Akashic Records and we don't do mediumship, in this format. So we're going to say, Judy, can you look at a past life that relates to your sister and you, so you can look at what that relationship, that bond is about in this lifetime? Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Let's see.
Thank you, Cheri.
Okay. I'm seeing a past life where you were brother and sister, and you were playing like outside in the dirt. You were very close in age or twins. I can't tell. I think you were twins. You had a connection where you didn't have to talk to each other. And you knew you had like your own language. So if you weren't twins, you were like really close together. But I feel like you got separated. I'm not seeing anything past that point when you're about 7. And you just had this really deep bond and connection where, like I said, you had your own language. You didn't even have to talk to each other. You were so connected. That's what you carried over into this life. That's why they're showing me that. I don't know if it played out that way, but that's what you carried, that feeling over, that connection. So I hope that helped. Where did Val go?
We lost Val.
She'll be back. I hope.
Okay.
So it's 6:30. So how about if I'll ask you guys?
Okay.
You want me to read the prayer and then somebody do the closing if she doesn't come back? What do you
Yeah,
think?
that's fine. Unless you want to, I don't know if she was gonna,
Yep.
if we want to give, is there any other readings?
I don't
I
think there was
believe
Nope, that was it. That was the last
this was
one.
the last question.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Well, I hope that was helpful, Judy. Yeah, you might as well go ahead then.
Do we close the records and do we do the healing first, right?
Do the healing, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'm going to read the healing, and all of you, like, the healing is fabulous, so it will help you immensely. There she comes.
There she is.
Good.
My internet. I didn't get to hear the answer. So that was, I'm sure, a wonderful answer. I'm going to have to listen back to that. So at this point, so now we have to thank all of our wonderful readers. If you want to donate, they have down in the description below PayPal accounts to Starfish Jennie, to Viviane, and to Cheri Trancing with Spirit. So below, like and subscribe on their channels. Leave a comment. Wait a few days for Viviane and Jennie, and Cheri will be immediate. So she's streaming. And yep, show them some love. And for all these profound readings, we really appreciate it. And we're going to say the clearing now. Jennie will say it before we close out the records. So go ahead, Jennie.
Okay. We ask the Akashic Records Masters to clear and release from everyone in the chat and everyone watching in the future, to clear them of all energy, of all traumas that have been brought forth from all past, future, and concurrent lives, on all cellular levels, in all timelines, in all ancestral timelines, in all space and time in between. We ask that you clear the eyes, the memory, the feelings, the emotion, the experiences of all traumas from all cellular levels, structures, on all levels, in all timelines, in all ancestral times, in all time and space and in between time, and all lives for the greatest good of everyone in the chat and everyone watching later, and the greatest good of all humanity, as above, so below. We ask that this be done. It shall be done. It is done. And thank you so much, our beloved Akashic Records Masters.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That was powerful. Okay. Thank you so much for that, Jennie. Woo! That's always big. Okay, so in closing, for the group, I would like to close for this group by thanking the light for the truth. I would like to close by thanking the light for the healing energy, and I would like to close by thanking the light for the guidance and compassion toward our soul's purpose. And with this, we lock the records of this group here and also those who watch in the future. The records are now closed. Yay. Another beautiful,
That's great.
beautiful.
Val, thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh, no, thank you.
you.
All your beautiful healing energy, just being in the records is just so, profoundly high vibrational love. It's fun just to sit here with all of you. So your information is so beautiful, and in that beautiful Akashic record field, the masters have such profound information to share, and I just really love to hear it from all of you. So again, go to everyone's channel, like, subscribe, and leave a comment. If you want to, feel free to donate directly to each reader, Starfish Jennie, Viviane, or Cheri Trancing with Spirit. And down below in this video, all that can be found. So my next Akashic Record reading class, somebody asked, it's February 10th, 2024. You can go to dragonflycrystals.store and you can find that if you want to register. So we'll see you all later. Love you all.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Happy holidays. We'll say
Yep.
it like that.
Mhm.
Bye.